Remember, this is just names. Just like I have a name, so do you. It would be crazy if I think, oh, well, that teacher with blonde hair and blue eyes that teaches math. No, I have a name, right? Mrs. Brandt. So just like we know every single time, O divided by H, we have a name for it, sine. A divided by H, we have a name for it, cosine. Opposite over adjacent, we have a name for it, tangent. SOHCAHTOA is how you can remember that. It's this that we talked about yesterday. It's not a real word. It just helps you remember which is which, okay? What we're doing today, we'll probably just do, like, I don't know how many examples we'll do. We're going to talk about how to find the side length. So given a ratio, since you know triangles are similar, have the same ratios, we use these trigonometry ratios to find missing sides and angles, but we'll do sides today. So let's look at this first guy. And you have to do it in the way I'm doing it today. At some point, I'll set you free and I'll say you don't have to do it this way. But how I set it up is how I expect you to set it up as well. Okay? So show all the work. We are looking from 35 degrees because that's the angle you are given. Can you please chat at your table? Which sides do you have? Looking from 35 degrees, what are those sides? Okay, what is x? Opposite. What is 12? Okay, so you're going to see me always label it to start, okay? So I just put OA, so I know I've got opposite, I have adjacent. Sweet. So if I have opposite and adjacent, which of these should I use? Sine, cosine, or tangent? Tangent. Tangent, because if you look, you have to use the one that has the right letter, so O over A. So you have to use tangent. Here's how we're going to set it up every single time. I expect to see you do the same. I know that if two triangles are similar, the ratio should be the same. So 35-degree triangle, the O over A from one 35-degree triangle should be equal to O over A of this 35-degree triangle. Yes, I literally want you to write that. O over A of 35 in parentheses is equal to O over A of 35. And now we will replace, okay? So if I'm doing opposite over adjacent, I am using which ratio? Tangent. Tangent of 35 is equal to, now the calculator will tell us what every single time this ratio is going to become. We'll get there in a second. Opposite over adjacent of this 35-degree triangle is, which side goes on the top? X over 12. Tangent of 35 is not like an equation or anything. It is a decimal. So in your calculator, can you please type in tangent of 35? So just as a placeholder so we understand what this actually is, it's just a ratio. Take the sides, divide it, you get 0.7002, right? Okay, I'm just going to write it down to 4 decimal places. Do not delete it out of your calculator. Okay, this is a proportion. We just finished a unit where we did a heck of a lot of proportions. But the problem is the one on the left side is not a fraction. How do you make it to a fraction? Any guesses? Put it over 1. Yeah. So now, how do you solve that? Cross multiply. Yes. So you do x times 1, it gets you x. And then you're doing 12 times the decimal in your calculator. Did you delete it out? I hope not. Okay, don't delete it out. Here's the beautiful part about your calculator. I don't care what calculator you have. If you have the decimal in your calculator, you just do immediately times 12. And it will say answer times 12. Does it have that? So don't delete anything, just do times 12. It will take tangent of 35, it'll multiply it by 12 and give you the final answer of 8.4? 8.4. I think, right? Times 12. 8.402, so we'll just do 8.4. To the 10th is fine for me for the sides, but whenever you're writing down a placeholder, the reason I'm having you do that is so that you understand that this is a ratio. It's not like some random equation from the sky. It's a ratio of sides that have been divided, okay? But in your calculator, you're actually using tangent of 35. 24 is opposite if we're looking from 67. And what is x? Hypotenuse. So we are going to do, okay, O over H. We're going to start every single time by writing this, even if you don't want to. For now, you're going to. O over H from 67 is equal to O over H from 67. Why are these ratios the same? What do you know about the triangles? They're similar. They have the same angles. Okay. So over H of 67, let's see. What's the name for that? Sine. Sine of 67 is equal to, okay, what's this one? Be careful. What is the opposite? It's 24. So x doesn't always get to go on the top of the fraction. It just depends on where things are at. So you write over H of 67 is equal to over H of 67 because if they're similar triangles, they should have the same ratios. They're equal to each other. Okay, in your calculator, let's get the decimal. Sine 67. Do you have 0.9205? Okay, don't just write down 0.9. Go ahead and give me 4 decimal places if you're going to write down the decimal. So 0.9205. We're just putting that as a placeholder, which means I'm not actually using that number to divide. I'm going to use the number in my calculator. So I'm not going to delete it out. Again, you have to make it into a fraction by putting it over 1, and then you cross multiply and solve. This one has a problem. Well, it's not really a problem, but you'll notice when you go to do cross multiplication, your answer is not going to be 25 times 0.9205. No, because I'm going to get this sorry, I'm running out of room. 0.9205, what? X. Crap. Okay. But you're smart people. You've done this before. How do you get x by itself? Divide. Divide by sine of 67. Do you have the value in your calculator like I asked you to have the value in your calculator? Did you delete it out? I hope you did not delete it out. Okay, so if you have this number in your calculator, what you're going to do is you're going to do 24 divided by, don't delete it out, 24 divided by your answer. Did you know your calculator has a button for that? It should typically be above the negative sign. I'll tell you what it is. If you're not sure how to do that, again, it's like shift or second and then ants, A-N-S. And it should tell you that it is 26-ish, so 26.07 or 26.1. Sound good? Okay. Does that make sense? You are dividing by the ratio, and you're getting your final answer. Notice how I'm going to write my final answer. X is approximately, meaning it's been rounded, 26.1. Yes, you get to use decimals on this. Oh, finally. You've been doing symbol square radical form for like 500 years. You get to use decimals in this part of the unit. Heck yeah.